It's a feeling that I want to stay. 'Cause my heart stops beating triple time with thoughts of loving you on my mind. I can't figure out.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Nikki here. So today I have this super soft glam look. It's just my Valentine's look. It's super soft. I've not got much on the eyes at all. It's more of a concentration on the skin. I wanted the skin really glowy, and I've used this kind of pinkish highlight that I know you guys are loving at the moment. And I've just gone for like a berry lip or a plum lip, just something a little bit deeper, because I know I love my nudes and I'm always going for a nude, so I just wanted to change it up a little bit for you guys. So if you guys want to see how I achieved this makeup look, then just keep on watching. So to start off, we're going to start off just with a bare skin, and then I'm going to be using my AVENE spray. This AVENE spray I got from Superdrug, and it's just going to help hydrate the skin. You can use it before and also after your makeup. And then I'm going to go in with my MAC essential oils. I've got this smell in yuzu. Love this stuff. Just pop this on the skin and it's going to help hydrate and moisturize again. And I pop it on all exposed skin and also in my hair as well, just to give a little bit of shine to my hair. Then I'll be using the MAC strobe cream and the NYX liquid Born to Glow, and I mix these two together, and I'm just going to have a really nice dewy skin with this. It's going to have a really nice illuminating factor to it. So you guys can see the dewiness here. That's the glow that we're going for. And then I'm going to move on and prime underneath my eyes. I do need to do this because I do have dehydrated under eyes, and here you guys can see the curry hand, the right hand, the nails are yellow. I'm going to go in with the Benefit Professional, and this is just going to smooth out any pores in my T-zone area just for a really flawless base. And then I'm actually going to go and use my MAC Face and Body. I just pop this on a palette. You guys know that I used to use this all of the time, and I've just reverted back to it. It's in the shade C5, and it does look a little bit on the pale side for me, but when it sinks into the skin, I feel like it is the right color for me. And then I pop that all over the face, buff it in with my foundation brush, and then any exposed skin as well. So I'm doing my chest as well. I hate it when I have more foundation left and I don't know what to do with it. So instead of dampening my beauty blender, I'm just using the AVENE spray to dampen it, and then I'm gonna buff or pack the foundation onto the skin using BOBBI BROWN's skin foundation, and this is in the shade number 5 Honey. I'm gonna kind of just pop this on my darker pigmented areas just to even out my skin tone. And just warm it up a little bit with the BOBBI BROWN skin foundation. And then I'm going to be using the NYX HD concealer. This is in the shade CW07. It is literally the same color as my skin, and I'm going to pop that underneath my eyes and also around my mouth where I do have darker pigmentation. And then I'm just going to buff that out using a damp beauty blender again. And I do my eyelids as well because I do have pigmentation there. Then just buff that in really nicely into the skin. And then I'm going to search for my Kat Von D Lock-It concealer that I actually got from Debenhams on Oxford Street. You can actually buy it in store there. And this is a highlighter. I believe it's in the shade M25 Warm, but I'll leave it down below. And I'm just going to highlight the usual points of the skin, which are all the high points of the skin. And then I'm actually going to use my damp beauty blender and buff that out again. Keep buffing it and pressing the concealer into the skin. That way it's going to look a little bit more airbrushed and a little bit more polished off. Then using the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, I'm going to go in with Lyric, which I am nearly out of. I say this in every video, but I'm just going to set this underneath my eyes and then use the GEARARD Cosmetics Slay All Day Spray in Jasmine just to finish off my skin. And that's the skin done. Now moving on to eyes, I'm going to use a Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC, and this is just going to help me prime my eyelids before I pop on any eyeshadow. And I'm doing this with a fluffy brush, just to distribute the product evenly, and then blending it out with my damp beauty blender again. I'm going to set this primer with my Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the Loose Powder Banana. So just popping that into the lid, I use a fluffy brush, which is a 224 by MAC, and then I'm just going to sweep this over the lids. Now we're going to do brows, and I'm just going to use a spoolie to brush through my brows. And then I'm actually going to be using the Anastasia Brow Definer in the shade Medium Brown, and just popping this all the way through the brows. This is just going to give us more of a natural brow as opposed to the harsh brow that I usually go for, and then brush it out with a spoolie. Using the Violet Voss Pro Holy Grail palette, which I love, that I got from Beauty Bay, I'm going to take this shade called Are You Kitten Me and pop that into my crease using a fluffy brush. And then I'm going to go into Wine and Dine and then use a fluffy brush again just to pop that into the crease. And it was a little bit too harsh, so I blended it out with a clean 224 brush. Then I'm going to use my highlighter, which is Show Gold. You guys have seen it so many times. I'm going to wet my brush and I'm going to pop Show Gold all over the lid, and then I'm actually going to really pack it into the inner corners as well to give me that iridescent pink highlight in the inner corner that is popping. And then I'm going to use my beauty blender just to clean up my eyeshadow and give it more of a sharp line. Now, using both our crease colors again, I'm going to use this on a smaller brush. I believe it's a 222, and I'm just going to smoke out my lower lash line. Then using Too Faced mascara, I'm going to pop on a little bit of mascara on my lashes. You guys can leave it like this, but I decided that I wanted to do eyelure individual lashes for some reason. It does come with the glue, but I'm actually going to just use a duo glue and pop that on the corner of the plastic. And then I'm going to use all of the mediums. So I used 2 packs and I used all of the mediums. All you want to do is just pop them as close as you can to your lash line, and I go all the way in, and you guys can see the difference here, so it does look a little bit more natural. Once you've done both, I'm going to go in with my tattoo liner and then just hide the band and hide any eyeshadow that might have fallen onto the lashes, and then apply a little bit of mascara onto your bottom lashes as well. Now, using my Topshop highlighter in Mother of Pearl, it is an exact dupe for Show Gold, so I just wanted to add this in there to show you guys that you can get this as a dupe for half of the price of the MAC one. I'm going to pop this on all the high points of the face, and then just for an added pop, because the Show Gold does have a little bit more glitter in, I'm going to pop this onto my brow bone, but you guys can see here it is more or less exactly the same color. And I'm going to pop this on my décolletage. If you kind of just arch your shoulders forward, you can get the bones and then just pop that on the high points, and then just add a little bit extra sparkle for the dewy skin and on my cupid's bow as well, and a little bit on my forehead too. Then using Benefit's Hoola bronzer, I'm just going to bronze up my skin, so just doing the cheeks, and then I'm going to work my way up to just around the temples to add a little bit of warmth there as well. And I do my jawline as well just to warm it all up. So I'll be using a Sigma's Core de Rosa, which is this beautiful coral colour, taking that onto a blusher brush, and I'm actually just packing the blusher on as opposed to sweeping it. Just pack it on because I know I didn't powder my base, so I don't want anything to drag. And then I'm going to be using MAC's Yum 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 blusher. This is in the Nutcracker collection that came out at Christmas time. I'm just going to pop that onto the apples of the cheeks to add a little bit of colour. Now for the lips, I'm going to prime with my Prep and Prime Lip by MAC. And then I'm just going to define a little bit using the MAC Plum Lip Liner. Not too heavy, just to define the outskirts of the lips. Just make sure that you've got the really nice defined shape. And then I'm going to actually use Rimmel's Exaggerate Lip Liner in the shade Obsession, which I absolutely love. And I'm going to fill in my lips with this. So once your face is done, we're just going to move on to the hair. We're just going to brush and backcomb upwards just to create a little bit of volume. And now I'm going to move on to my outro. So that is it, guys, for this Valentine's makeup look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I had so much fun creating it. If you're new to my channel, then make sure that you hit the subscribe button, which is down below, and leave me a comment down below as to what you thought of this makeup look. If you will actually wear it on Valentine's Day, it'd be super cool if you did. You can always change up the lip as well. I had a lot of fun creating it. So until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video.